Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley, and I will be your caller for tonight's game. We'll be right back after these messages.
Here are the Kinsmen Super TV Bingo rules. The game begins. Here are the Kinsmen Super TV Bingo rules. The game begins with two one-line bingos of top and bottom lines for $750 each. The game continues with a full card bingo. Win in 48 numbers or less and win $4,000. Win in 49 numbers or more and win $3,500. Winning cards must be legible and verified by phone up to 10 minutes after the bingo broadcast. The prize will be divided equally if there is more than one winner. The entire sheet of 3 cards must be sent to the office by regular mail. Winners will be announced during the next bingo telecast. The winners are determined by a top and bottom line and full card bingo in the fewest balls called. Send your entire card to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo, 124 Lindsay Road, Selwyn, Ontario, K9J0C5. This program is broadcast live from the Global Peterborough studio in Peterborough, Ontario. Thanks and good luck.
Welcome back. Today is March 9th and the card color is green like a leprechaun. Please make sure your cards are this color and display this date, as only these cards are valid for tonight's game. If you don't have cards and are wondering what locations carry them in your area, we will display them during the telecast, or you can go to our website, kinsmensupertvbingo.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please ensure you're watching tonight's game and not a previous one. On to the winners, and congratulations to last week's top line winner, Karen, who bought her card at the Old Railway Country Store in Hiawatha. Congratulations to last week's bottom line winner, Lisa, who purchased her card at the Circle K on Angeline Street in Lindsay. And congratulations to last week's full card winners, Owen, who purchased his card at the Ultramar gas station in Port Perry, Shannon, who purchased her card at the Four Guys in Gananoque, Darlene, who purchased her card at Ken and Marg's Variety on Montreal Street in Kingston, and Anne, who purchased her card at the Bay Ridge Market in Kingston. As you can see, the board is completely lit, so let's begin. And the first number for tonight's Kinsmen Super TV Bingo on this March 9th is, what is it? 062, under the 062. You're watching Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. We are live on Global Peterborough, Global Kingston, Global Durham, and of course streaming live on YouTube. 062, now your last ball called, 062. Next up we have a G51, under the G51. We have a happy birthday to Kevin and Joanne. They are in Kingston. This is from Jennifer, James, Mac, and Peter. Pardon me. Happy birthday to the two of you, and thanks for watching tonight. Good luck playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. G51 is your last ball called. G51. Next up we have 065, under the 065. How about a shout out to Kathy and Liz and Buckhorn? That's from Nadine, so good luck to the three of you playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. 065 is your last ball called, 065. Next up we have B5, under the B5. Another happy birthday to Dominic. This is from Ken and Sean. Thanks for watching and playing tonight. Good luck to the three of you as well. B5, now your last ball called, B5. Next ball up is N37, under the N37. Another happy birthday to Addie. She's playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo with her aunts and uncles and cousins and grandparents, and they're in Kingston and Peterborough. Thanks for joining us tonight. N37, now your last ball called. N37. Next ball up, it's a G46 under the G46. Michelle, Bryson, and Keenan also playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight, and they are in Peterborough. Thanks for joining us. G46 is now your last ball called, G46. Next ball up, N38 under the N38, playing for a top and or bottom line bingo. You're watching Kinsmen Super TV Bingo live. N38. N38 is now your last ball called, N38. Next ball up, it's an I-24 under the I-24. 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 I'd just like, our phones are ringing, just so you know, and we are awaiting some feedback. I-24 is now your last ball called, I-24. And again, while we answer those phones, I'd just like to do the huge shout out to everyone in studio tonight making Kinsmen Super TV Bingo possible. We have Bob Hall, Dave Smith, John Harris, Carolyn Holmes, Rick and Deb Haig, Dave Ronson, Barry and Cindy Kraft, Dave Comerford, Steve Burrell and Nancy as well, Conrad Toner, Dean Pappas, Les Cariunas, and Rob Martin. Also Lee Miller in studio and Trevor in the Toronto studios. So our next ball up is I-18, false alarm. I-18 is the next ball called. Still looking for that top or bottom line bingo, I-18. I-18 is now your last number called. I-18 is your last ball. Next ball up, it's N34 under the N34. How about Brian Searle and Dennis Printable watching Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight? N34, now your last ball called, N34. Next ball up, it is G60 under the G60. We have a belated birthday to Deanna Strong from her co-workers at the St. John Catholic High School, the staff, and also to Philip from Sharon. Hope you had a great birthday. Thanks for joining us tonight. G60, now your last number called, G60. G60. Next ball up is I-23 under the I-23. We have a shout out from Mary to her brother Trevor, a belated birthday. Also from Aunt JoJo and Grandma, and they're in Baptiste Village playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. I-23 is your last ball called, I-23. Next ball up is I-30 under the I-30. Another shout out to Jeffrey from Tony. Happy birthday to Jennifer and Omimi. That's from Donna. That was on March 7th. Good luck to you tonight. I-30, now your last ball called, I-30. Next ball up, it's another I-20, I-20. I-20. And we are checking a bottom line bingo. I-20 is now your last ball called, I-20, and we are checking a bottom line bingo. As we do that, we'd like to remind you that Kinsmen Super TV Bingo is live Saturday nights right here on Global Peterborough, Global Kingston, Global Durham, and of course streaming live on YouTube. And I'm told we are also checking a top line bingo, so we're going to take a short break and return right after this.
What Canadian creature is hard to see in the snow?
Has huge yellow eyes, has feathers on its toes,
and likes to swallow its food whole.
If you guessed the snowy owl, you're right. These big birds raise their babies in a nest on the ground, and their babies are called owlets. To learn more about snowy owls, visit our website at hww.ca.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley. Guess what? We have a top and bottom line winner checked and verified. Now continuing on playing for that full card bingo up to $4,000 to give away. B9 is your next ball called. B9. B9. So I have to take that out very carefully. And B9 is now your last ball called. B9. Next ball up, it's B2. B2. More shoutouts in Belleville. We have Iva and her two daughters, Nancy and Maggie, playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. Thanks for joining us. In Perth tonight, we have Ashley, Corey, Chase, Elise, and Sawyer. And in jest, they said break a dabber. How about that? B2, now your last ball called. B2. Next ball up is 067. 067. Happy birthday to Paul Smith in Woodville. That's from the Smith-Falco family. And Deanie and Mary at Royal Gardens playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. A huge shout out to you two, and thanks for joining us tonight, and good luck to both of you. 067 is now your last ball called. 067. Next ball up is N31, under the N31. How about Mike and Margot and Zach playing in Maynooth? Happy birthday to Rob from Stephanie as well tonight. N31 is now your last ball called. N31. Next ball up, it's another N45 this time. N45. And we also have shout outs to Kim, Mom Jeannie, and daughter Danielle. They're in Yarker, Ontario. Good luck to all of you tonight. N45 is your last ball called. N45. Next ball up, G55, under the G55. Oliver and Marley playing bingo with Mom and Dad in Princeton, Ontario. And how about David, Aaron, and Kristen playing tonight as well? Happy birthday to Isaac from Kate, Jack, and Harvey. And happy 55th to Paul from May. G55 is now your last ball call. G55. Next ball up, it's a B7. B7. B7, now your last ball called. B7. Next up, N39, under the N39. How about Lori, Nancy, Karen Lee, and Cheryl, all playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight? Good luck, ladies. N39, now your last ball called. N39. Next ball up is B3, under the B3. B3 is now your last ball called. B3. Next ball up is 072. 072. .072. Now your last ball called. 072. Next ball up, it's B12. B12. Just to remind you. B12, now your last ball called. B12. Next ball up is G57, under the G57. G57 is now your last number called. G57. Next ball up, it's G58. G58. G58, now your last ball called. G58. Next up, it's B8. Wow. We could have had a B8. How about that? B8 is now your last ball called. B8. Next ball up. G47. G47. G47, now your last number called, G47. Next ball up, it's an I-19, I-19. I-19 is now your last number called, I-19. Next ball up is G49, G49. G49 is now your last ball called, G49. Next ball up, it is 061, 061. O61 is now your last number called, 061. Next ball up, it's another O, this time 75, 075. O75 is now your last ball called, O75. Next up we have B6 under the B6. B6 is now your last number called, B6. Next up we have I-21, I-21. And don't worry, our 40-ball recap is approaching. You can catch up tonight. I-21, now your last ball called, I-21. Next ball up, G50 under the G50. G50, now your last number called, G50. Next ball up, G53, G53. G53 is now your last ball called, G53. Next ball up is 071 under the 071. O71 is now your last number called, O71. Next ball up, it's a B, where it all began, B1, B1. B1 is now your last ball called, B1. Next ball up, the 40th ball this evening is N32 under the N32. So we will put N32 in its rightful spot and do a recap at this time. N32 is your last ball called, but so far this evening, under the B, we have called 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So far under the I, we've called 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, and 30. So far this evening under the N, we've called 31, 32, 34, 37, 38, 39, and 45. So far this evening under the G, we've called 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 53, 55, 57, 58, and 60. And so far this evening under the O, pardon me, we've called 61, 62, 65, 67, 71, 72, and 75. And with that, we will take a short break and return to finish the game right after this.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in an ambulance, a police car, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley. We still have up to $4,000 to give away. Your next ball up is 068 under the 068, so we will carefully take that out. And 068 will be your last ball called. 068. Next up, we have G52 under the G52. If you achieve a full card bingo and 48 numbers or less, the prize is $4,000. 49 numbers or more, $3,500. Good luck, everyone. G52 is now your last ball called. G52. Next ball up, it's a B15 under the B15. B15 is now your last ball called. B15. Next up we have, it's a G59, G59. G59, now your last ball called. G59. Next ball up is G56 under the G56. G56 is your last ball called. G56. Next up is I-29. 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 Now your last ball called. I-29. Next ball up, it is G54 under the G54. G54, now your last number called, G54. Next ball up, it's N40 under the N40. N40, now your last ball called, N40. Next ball up, 069, 069. .069 is now your last ball called. .069. Next up we have .064 under the .064. .064. Now your last ball called. .064. Next up we have B14. B14. So I'm told that our phones are ringing and we are checking a full card bingo. So we're going to do that. Get back to you right after this.
Hey, here's some drug-impaired driving laws, simplified. If police suspect you're driving impaired by drugs, they have the tools to arrest you. First, a roadside test. And if you fail, further testing at the station, which can lead to your arrest and a criminal conviction for impaired driving. It's not just alcohol, it's drugs too. If you drive high, there will be consequences.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley, and yes, we do have at least one full card winner checked and verified. At this time, we'd like to thank you for playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo this evening. Don't forget to put your clocks ahead tonight, and we will see you next Saturday night. Good night, everyone.